Formula One is about to descend on the valley. As a local, we typically don't come down to the strip, so we're gonna check out the F1 track and see all the changes to the area so you don't have to come down here. Race cars zipping down the Las Vegas Strip at speeds topping 212 miles per hour. The track is 3.8 miles long. It starts at the paddock on Koval Lane and Harmon Avenue, goes north up Koval, around the Sphere, and out onto Sands Avenue. The track then turns left on Las Vegas Boulevard with a straightaway all the way to Harmon. While the track is not in the city of Las Vegas, it is in Clark County. Between removing trees, road closures, construction, and more, this massive scale event has changed the Las Vegas landscape. What would only take the drivers less than 2 minutes to complete, we're going to see how long it takes us to get around the track in normal daytime traffic. So we're on Sands Avenue right now. We're about to turn on Las Vegas Boulevard, and once we do, I'm gonna go ahead and start this timer, and we're gonna see how long it takes us to drive this track. All right, we're turning on to Las Vegas Boulevard. I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer now. We are on the track. We're passing the Bellagio fountains right now, and the fountains are totally obscured. You cannot see the fountains from the track. Like, tourists coming down here right now are not going to see the Bellagio fountains. We're about to make our first turn here. We are stopped at the light on Las Vegas Boulevard in Harmon. And we got the green arrow. You can see up on this Marriott hotel, you can see a window washer. We gotta get those windows clean for F1, y'all. I guess you could say that's a $1 million view, quite literally, if you're staying in one of those rooms. So these barriers that you see on either side of the street, those are going to be lining the entire F1 track. Another major change to the area? These temporary bridges. There were 3 pedestrian bridges and 3 vehicular bridges built to help move people from the outside of the track to the inside of the track. On the corner of Harmon and Koval, where the track takes another turn, is this more permanent structure. I stopped the timer and we pulled over to get a closer look. We've got people walking around down here on the sidewalk. We've got cars coming by. Like, this is just a normal day in Las Vegas. There's Guy with all of this going on down here. As we're walking around down here, you will hear a hammer every once in a while. They are still putting these grandstands together right now. So we're actually standing here on the F1 track at the intersection of Koval and Harmon, and behind us is the paddock where the start and finish line are gonna be. Along with a ton of grandstands, the pits will also be here. This part of the track you cannot drive on as it is F1 property and not public roadway, but we got to take a peek at it on foot. After our little detour, I started the timer back up again and we continued on Koval. Right now, you can drive on Koval. They have it down to 1 lane, so we are sitting in some pretty heavy traffic right now. Lining Koval, you can't miss them. There are multiple of these red structures that look more like elevated grandstands, providing a more VIP experience to view the race. If you drive this stretch of Las Vegas right now, it is unrecognizable. Like, either side of the road right now are grandstands and fencing and the VIP experience to our left. Like, driving this stretch, if you were just plopped down here, you would not recognize that you were in Las Vegas. Disorienting is the word. And what's even weirder, normally we would be driving on Flamingo right now, just like driving across the light on Flamingo, but right now they have a temporary bridge that is Flamingo that we're just passing under right now. And this is where cars will be racing by and going around the Sphere. From Westchester Drive, we turned onto Manhattan Street, which is not on the actual track, but it is directly adjacent to it. So we're currently at 24 minutes and 30 seconds. We're about to turn right on the Sands, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the timer for a second because this is not the track. The track continues heading left on Sands towards the boulevard. We could not make a left, so we had to flip around. Timer is going again. We are on Sands and we are headed towards Las Vegas Boulevard, and once we hit Las Vegas Boulevard, we will have driven the entire track. We got the green arrow. Look at that. That never happens. And our official time is 28 minutes and 15 seconds. We thought it was going to take us about an hour to drive the whole track, which will take the actual F1 race cars less than a couple of minutes to actually drive, and it took us 28:15 in normal daytime traffic. So how do you avoid all this on F1 weekend? Your best bet is probably the monorail. You can get on the monorail outside of the track and take the monorail inside the track. Just keep in mind there are going to be 100,000 people coming here for F1 each day of the weekend, so budget your time accordingly. Better yet, if you don't have to come down to the Strip, you can avoid all of this and just come downtown instead. For things to do in downtown Las Vegas while you avoid the F1 crowds, check out these videos.